Hello, welcome to episode 12 of live.withcode.uk. This week we're looking at lists, which are data structures that allow us to store multiple values rather than just one value in each variable. A list is a data structure, so a variable that allows a type of variable that allows us to store more than one value. So we're going to create a shopping list, so we can put multiple values in order and add additional values and remove values and get any value at any position in our list. So let's create the code together. It's live coding, so you'll see the code come together rather than just the whole thing. The idea of live coding is you can see the thought processes and the mistakes involved at each stage. So first of all, we want to make a variable. Rather than just storing one thing like chocolate, this is a string value stored in a variable. If you wrap a value in square brackets, it means that you can store more than one value and in a list. So let's say we're going to have some bananas, some oranges, in our shopping list, some chocolate, and some toilet roll. I think there was a shortage when I first wrote this code. So we've got a list. When we run it, nothing happens because we haven't told Python to do anything with it. If we display the whole list, we'll see all of the values, but we can put an indexing expression in. That's something that goes in square brackets here. Now remember the different types of brackets. You have these round brackets to have a subprogram call, as in we want to print something. What do we want to print? Well, we'll put whatever we want to print in those round brackets. These square brackets are to do with lists. So the values that go inside a list are in square brackets, and the indexing expression goes in square brackets. What is an indexing expression? Well, if you look at an index of a book, it says page 39 is blah-de-blah. It's the same kind of thing with a list. If I want to look at page 0 of this list, the first value, then we see the first value in our list, or the second value, or the third value. Sorry, the fourth value, that would be. Ooh, I don't want to buy a toilet, I want to buy some toilet roll. There we go. If we go beyond off the edge of the list, we get a runtime error because there's nothing in the list at that position until we put something in. So that's an indexing expression. You can have negative values there, which start working from the end of the list rather than the start of the list. So if we want the second from the end, and that should have been, interesting, that should have been chocolate. I wonder why. Oh, there we go. That's better. So let's see. If we want to display the first item in the list, and then we'll have the name of the list, if I can spell it right, and then an indexing expression, a value inside square brackets here. So we've got bananas in the list first. I don't need a space in there because the comma puts the space in automatically. And then let's show the last item in the list. So the first item, the last item, and then the indexing expression here is just a -1, so we want the last item. I said a list is a dynamic data structure, or I don't know if I said that, I meant to say it. What does that mean? It means that you can add as many items in at runtime when the program runs as you like. So you can append, you can add something in. Let's say add some pizza to the shopping list. Now notice it doesn't say that the last item is pizza because I displayed the last item before I added pizza. But if I copy that and paste it in now, first time round, so this is line 4, it's saying the last item in the list is toilet roll. And then after running line 6, when I run line 7, it now thinks the last item is pizza because we've added pizza into the list. If you want to get rid of a value, you can remove the value, so we can get rid of chocolate if you've eaten enough over Christmas, and then you can display the whole value. Sorry, the whole list. Let's see. Here is your shopping list. So hopefully when we display it this time, it won't have chocolate in. No, good. But it will have pizza in. Yes, great. Okay, so there's a couple of challenges to work through. First of all, you need to add socks to the shopping list. So it's just a case of adding in a comma and an extra value inside those quotation marks, inside those square brackets. And then hopefully, yep, you'll get the points for that. You need to take oranges out and you need to add in as many items as you can until there are exactly 10 items in your list for today's challenge. So remember that you can find links to remote learning challenges either on the links on the description of this video on YouTube or on live.withcode.uk, or if your teacher's signed up for the free weekly competitions, you can find them on compete.withcode.uk to compete against your classmates. And then the extension challenge today gives you more than just the basics of lists. There's some try activities, so you'll get points for doing the challenges down here, but you also have some debug it and some extend it activities where you get some code that is broken to debug and you've got to try and fix it. So common mistakes about the wrong type of brackets or things like that. And then extend it will be making your own list, adding your own values in, starting pretty much from scratch. So I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.